So it looks like in the 1.28 update, we actually got some weapon balancing changes where they went ahead and buffed the Kar98 specifically to Warzone. And then they went ahead and nerfed the SPR208 or the R700 specifically in Warzone. So we're going to talk about those changes and seeing how much of an impact they'll actually have on the game. And we'll talk about the various patch notes. Should be a pretty straightforward, quick video. If you enjoy the video, like what you see, make sure you hit the like button. Go on today's video is 2,500 likes. If you're brand new, looking to find your way back, more Call of Duty content, just make sure you subscribe with notifications on. Let's go ahead and get into the breakdown. So right here it says Modern Warfare Warzone patch notes October 13th. These will be linked. I know some people just don't want to read them and some people do. You're going to have the link down in the top of the description. So new update. This is specific to PC. Players can now select which content they'd like to keep installed on their machines. Instructions for how to install. So in case you don't want the campaign because either you played through it or you're just not interested, or Spec Ops, now that you have the option, you can just go ahead and remove that particular section so that you're only left with multiplayer and only left with Warzone, so it can free up some of the gigabyte space on your hard drive. And this has been capable for obviously the consoles, for PlayStation, Xbox, but now it's going to be available to PC players. So basically you're going to open up the launcher, make sure your Modern Warfare is updated, go through the options, modify the install, under the game, modify the install, uncheck the content you wish to get rid of. Warzone cannot be uninstalled, I guess, and then you can remove the campaign, multiplayer, Spec Ops, then you just confirm, and then it'll start the install. So that we're going to get a standard playlist update, which is good. We're going to get ground war, gunfight, nothing crazy there, deathmatch domination, and then plus drop zone. So I don't know if that's combined or it's probably going to be combined, so you can get it's kind of like a quick play playlist between those two because those modes are not the same. Then we got gun game, TDM, headquarters firefight, with teams can add to their score by capturing the headquarters and also by getting kills. So it's kind of a combination there. Warzone, they're removing blood money quads and adding regular plunder quads. And then for general fixes, we've had a lot of bugs with this season 6. I really thought this was going to be kind of the mid-season update, but then only being around 10 gigabytes. It's not that big of an update, but there's a fix for an issue with the unlocks, so showing for attachments out of order. Fix for an issue, teammates can spawn in Kai's clothes. These are mostly just bug fixes that most of you probably didn't run into. Hopefully they fixed the animation with the weapon bug that is specific to PC. They went ahead and fixed the bounties. They're back in the game. We're going to go ahead and take a look at that. But right here, this is the main thing that a lot of people are going to be asking about, and they're probably going to want some kind of full drawn out video on. But I'm going to kind of show you what you should expect from this individual change. And for the most part, it's going to be fairly negligible, and you almost won't even know the difference when using these weapons. They're only going to affect the weapon in specific scenarios, which we'll go ahead and talk about. Warzone fixes, they help to improve the volume levels with War Track slider. Fixes to help prevent players from dying while completing the subway puzzle. I guess they say subway puzzle, but Easter egg. Fix for a bug where players were not able to access Bunker 11. Fix the gas mask bug when players attempt to complete the station puzzle. One issue with the gas mask, hopefully they fix it. Sometimes if it breaks, it'll just stay on your face and you'll be doing the noise like if you're in the gas. Kind of weird. Fix for a bug where using self-revive near doors, subway trains will clip out of the train and still be transferred to the next station. Fix for a collision bug near the entrance of Underground Road on the west side of airport. If a player dies post doors closing of the subway car, they will be pulled out of the gulag by the fast travel system and then pulled back into the gulag for a match once it is their turn. This has been fixed. Fix for an issue where players could be forcibly moved when exiting a vehicle. Oh, thankfully they fixed that one. That was such an annoying bug. I swear that was intentional because the good players, they roll up on someone, they jump out with their MP5, a shotgun, they demolish someone while they're still shooting at the car, and they were able to take advantage of that. So it's good that's fixed just because it is an annoying bug. Fix for a bug where players can experience a crash while grabbing bounty contracts. This was going on for a good 4 or 5 days. They removed the bounties. Those have been gone for about 3 or 4 days, and now they're going to be back after this update. So let's go ahead and take a look what these actual changes are right here. So it's specific to Warzone, so there's not a real accurate way to test this than obviously through trial and error, but the overall goal of a nerf and a buff is to change the number of shots to kill, not necessarily the damage values. Whatever the damage values need to change to make that happen, they're going to do that. So I put together the damage values and what the expected nerfs and buffs will actually be with the green. I'm going to show those individual changes and what you can expect from that and why I would expect those to be the changes that they're making. So right here we have the headshot, chest, stomach, as well as limbs for this individual range. but they're really mainly trying to target their further range. So it doesn't matter the attachments, whatever that last damage drop off range is, that's what they're targeting to fix. Currently, it's 1 shot to the head, 3 shots to the chest. So if you land 3 chest shots, that's 270, and then 5 shots anywhere else. So what we're looking at here is I would expect them to make it so that this number drops down. So instead of going from 3 down to 5, it'll go from 3 down to 4 shots to kill. And then it'll still be 3 shots to kill up here, because 120 damage is 240. They're not really trying to impact that, I would imagine. They could have made this a little bit higher. And then maybe it's 2 shots to kill at the chest, but I think it would have been a little bit more dramatic. I think it's going to be a subtle change when it comes to the Kar98. So that's the damage changes that I would expect. Obviously, once I still jump into Warzone, it's going to be a little bit tricky to test. But once the data comes out, I would imagine it's going to be very similar to these numbers, with still 3 shots to kill to the chest if you land 3 chest shots. But the limb shots will actually do a little bit more damage, so it'll be 4 shots instead of 5. As far as the base rounds as well as the normal rounds for the SPR208, we're focusing on this last damage value, and right here it goes from 2 to 3, but I'm thinking they're going to want to make it to 4 chest shots and then 6 to the body, because they want it to have an extreme damage drop off. The only thing that makes sense is increasing the shots to kill for either the chest or the legs, because obviously it's still going to be a headshot. They're not going to remove the gun's ability to have a 1-shot headshot, because even at range it will take a little bit of skill, lead shot, bullet velocity, all that type of stuff. So I'd expect this one to get a slight decrease in damage value for its last damage drop off, so to increase the shots to kill to 4 and to 6 for depending on where you're aiming. So you're still going to need to land a headshot. So overall, I don't think it's going to be a huge noticeable difference, because at the end of the day, all you're trying to do is land headshots, which it should still be a 1-shot kill. I think this really balances them. So overall, I still think the R700 ends up being that hybrid between the Kar98 and the HDR. So it's a great choice for that hybrid. If you're going to get a little bit slower ADS movement than the Kar98 that we just compared them, I think that it just really depends on how you want to use it. If you're just trying to be aggressive, the Kar98 is probably the best way to go. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, learned something new. If you did, please do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're brand new, want to find your way back, make sure you subscribe with notifications on. Also, a quick side note, over on the community Discord, we're up almost over 14,000 members. People in the community getting together to work on stuff from as simple as Easter eggs in Warzone to just partying up, trying to get wins or to go for high kills. If you're interested in joining the community, I'd definitely check it out. And even if you're already a part of the Discord, I highly recommend checking out the announcement section, because we have had some updates recently. So I highly recommend checking that out. Hopefully you guys that have already gone and checked out the Discord or enjoying yourself over there. Appreciate all the support on the channel. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.